Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing Spiritual Streams. My name's Tandra and today we're doing a Tarot Pick-a-Pile card reading. And today's topic is Messages from Archangel Michael. When I sat down to do the reading, that's what came to me. I feel like he has some messages out there for us, and so we went ahead and we did the reading, or did the picking of everything, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Now with this reading, we pre-picked some charms randomly, so I don't know what's in them because we covered them right away, so I don't know what's in each one or anything, but we pre-picked them this time. I do that every once in a while. I think it just kind of changes things up a little bit. Also, we are going to do some angel numbers in this reading as well, which we usually only do for like the monthly readings or whatever, but because it is for Archangel Michael, he might have some special messages. We're only going to have 3 numbers to get, but we're going to go ahead and do that this time because I felt like that was kind of important. He might have a message to impart that way. So we're going to be doing that, and we will also do the Oracle Spheres, where you can think of your yes or no question that you can get an answer to. Now, I would like to invite you all, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, it is free to do so, and you can hit the bell icon so you can be notified of future videos when they come out, or at least hopefully YouTube will tell you when they come out. We also have a TikTok channel that I haven't really done much with, but I'm trying to get going on a regular basis. And we also have a Patreon that you can visit, and you can sign up for as little as $1 a month if you'd like to do that to help support the channel. And we are giving away free personalized readings for people who do sign up over there. The links for all the other places we're at are down in the description if you want to check those out. We also have a lot of videos on the channel that are timeless, so if you want to, as well as this video is also timeless, so if you want to check any of those out, you could go ahead and do so there. There's lots of different topics and some other things that might be of interest to you. Alright, so that's letting you guys know all the ins and outs of everything that's going on. So let's go through here. This is pile 1, and this has the little fairy that's in a blue dress. This is pile 2, and has the little fairy that's in the purple dress. And pile 3 that has the little fairy in kind of a red dress. Okay, so we're going to give you some time to reflect and decide on the piles. Now, I did notice one thing that doesn't normally happen. When I was picking cards for pile 1, several cards for pile 2 came out at the same time. So the two might be connected to each other, or if you feel drawn to both of them, maybe you should watch both of them. I'm not sure what's going on there. That just doesn't normally happen, so I thought I'd better spit that out for you guys, just in case that's something for you to think about. If for some reason you're drawn to both or having trouble deciding on both, they might be connected in some way to each other, because I was picking, cards for one and cards for the other one were coming out at the same time, which doesn't happen very often. Okay, all right, so we're going to give you some time to decide on which one or more than one that you'd like to watch, and then when you're ready, there's timestamps in the description that will lead you directly to your reading, and we look forward to seeing you there. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading on Messages from Archangel Michael. If you missed it in the introduction, we do have the tarot cards. We have the pre-picked charms. Like I said, they were randomly picked. Don't know what they are. We also have the Oracle Spheres, where you can think of a yes or no question. And then a few angel numbers that we're going to get in case Michael would like to impart any messages that way. Okay, so we got several things we're going to do in the reading today, and you guys are the ones that chose the fairy in the blue dress, so we're going to put her off to the side here, and we're going to put the charms off to the side for a moment. We will get to those in a minute, and let's take a look and see what messages Michael has for us today. All right, we got the Strength card, we got the 7 of Cups, we got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. We have the World card. The Sun card. Wow, how beautiful. the Six of Swords, yeah, the Page of Wands, and the Tower card. Okay. Message is relatively straightforward in that you either have had a quick turn in your life, things have changed for you drastically just all of a sudden, or they're getting ready to, okay? So that's for you to know which it is. It's interesting, the Tower showed up at the very last of the reading because everything else talks about recovery from that. So basically, it's possible that this is just a forewarning that this is coming up and this is how it's going to end up working out or what you need to do, or it's just happened and this advice will help you get through it. Okay? First of all, this upturn, this upheaval, this change is a very, very good one for you. It may not feel like it at first. It may, have some tough things going with it, but it really is a good change. It really is something that will work out for the better for you. This very much could be work related because of the Eight of Pentacles, but it also just might be anything, like you may have been trying to manifest something specific into your life, and this might be the way that is coming to you, this kind of change, okay? So, a lot of times Eight of Pentacles means work to me, but this particular one is not necessarily resonating that way, because especially with the Seven of Cups here, it's more resonating with something that you've been trying to bring into your life, you've been trying to manifest, you've been trying to do, and this upheaval is how this is coming about for you, okay? It's something that really means something to you. It means a lot to you. It's going to take some strength, some perseverance. There might be some, like I said, some pretty bad upheavals or things that are rough. But you're going to be able to move on and move forward and move on to the next thing. And it's going to be a very good change. Okay? So that's really important for you to know. Because a lot of times when things just really seem to be going topsy-turvy in your life, it's hard to see the good at first. It's hard to see how this can turn out to be anything other than just disastrous. And so this is really important for you to look at and to realize that this is something that's actually going to turn out very good. You have the World card, the Sun card, you have the Page of Wands, which shows new passions and, new energies. The Six of Swords, which is moving on from bad things and moving forward to better shores and good horizons. You've got the Two of Pentacles, which shows that you could be off kilter for a while, but then, get back in balance and things really work out really well for you. So this is very much the message, is that if you haven't gone through that Tower moment yet, if you're not in that energy right now, it's coming relatively soon. Be prepared for it. It will be a good Tower moment for you. It will be something that will lead you towards something a lot better. Okay? So that's the message there. Let's go ahead and move on to our charms, because that was a pretty straightforward, quick message. I really felt like he really had something he wanted to say. He really wanted to get it out today. If you missed it in the introduction, if you felt like you might want to watch Pile 2, or if you were drawn to Pile 2 in any way, the two might be related to each other. I'm not sure about that. But when I was picking cards for Pile 1, a lot of cards for Pile 2 came out as well. So that's just something for you to think about too, just to let you know. And this might be really messy with all the sand, but we'll get it figured out. I will be getting rid of the sand motif at the end of July, but I really like doing it. There's so many fun things we can do with hidden messages and other things. I really like doing that. But let's pick out our charms and get rid of the sand here, and then we'll see what you guys got. Need a little archaeologist brush here to brush away the sand, but I'm just going to pick things out here and then dump the sand. Oop. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's, oh, nope, one more in there. Okay. There we got it. All right, now we can look at your charms. Sorry about that, guys. All right, well, we have a number 3. That's creative energy. We do have the Libra, which is a balanced energy. So once again, getting balance back into your life and getting things back on an even keel is definitely where you're heading. We have the Ace of Swords, which is new thoughts, new beginnings, new areas of exploration. We do have the luxury car, which shows a good journey, possibly money or abundance or other things coming your way. So that's really exciting. We do have the bear paw here. Once again, that shows strength. That shows that you've got some things on your side, and that you've got the strength to get through whatever this is, and that you should let it go ahead. We've also have the Ace of Cups, which is once again a big new beginning, overflowing abundance, moving things around. We also have the Ten of Diamonds, which is a very, very good. It goes so well with the Sun card and the World card. It just means having everything that you really want and achieving that. So you're definitely on the road to that happening, and that is so awesome because we do have the Heart Friends, so you should have a lot of friends coming to you or being with you, or people you really love might be involved in this, or that kind of thing. We also have the cake with the heart on top, so you're getting everything that you wish for, plus extra love, which is really cool. I love this one here. It says choose happy. That's important because when things are kind of going topsy-turvy and crazy and all that, it's really hard sometimes to be happy through all that. It's really hard to think of the good and positive, but if you choose to be happy, if you're like, you know what, things aren't as bad as they could be, or things are moving forward, things are going to get better, I'm going to be happy about this and that and the other. And you're going to find things to be happy about that will bring the other things to you a lot better. It'll make this transition a lot easier for you, and so forth. So that's really good energy there. We do have the seashell, which is kind of hidden knowledge, hidden riches, hidden things like that. So that's really awesome. We do have the spirit messages here. So there are messages coming from spirit that might help you along with this transmission, along with this thing. You also have the feather here, which is also spirit guides and your spirit team helping you along, or helping you choose the right path or other things. So definitely listen to your spirit guides and your spirit team. Try to get any messages that they're sending your way, because that will help you through this transition. We do have the comb, which I think of as when you comb your hair and you get spiffied up, it's to make you feel better. It's to make you presentable to the world. It's to when we groom ourselves, when we dress well, when we brush our hair and style it, and when we take showers, do all these other things, it helps give us a good outward appearance, which helps give us a good inner thoughts and so forth. So that's really kind of important for you guys as well. We also have the T. It could be an initial, a specific word could come to mind, or other things. So I usually let you guys do the letters yourselves, whatever comes to mind for you guys on that. Let's go ahead and do your oracle spheres and your angel numbers. So we got your oracle spheres here. This is where you get to ask your own question. You think of a yes or no question, and then you pick a stand. We have blue, bronze, purple, and gold today. You pick your stand, you think of your yes or no question, and we go get your answers. So number 1, blue, is a not likely. Number 2, bronze, is a very likely. Just the opposite. Alright, and then number 3, purple, is a not now. And then number 4, gold, is a not now. Alright, so we have a not likely, a very likely, a not now, and a not now. Now let's do our angel numbers. We have 3 stands we're going to do for those today. We have bronze, green, and silver. On this, you can pick 1 stand, 2 stands, 3 stands, whatever works best for you. But basically, each number has its own messages attached to it. You go out to the internet and you type in angel number, whatever the number happens to come up being, and that will give you the specific messages that number means, and give you an idea of what Archangel Michael is trying to impart to you. Or if the numbers mean something else to you, if you can think of, other ways, or if you pick more than one number, there might be other things involved with that. Some people, might be important date or other things. But generally, with just 3 of them here, I would just pick one, and that would be the message for you. We also have links in the description that will lead you to websites that will tell you what each number means. All right, so our first stand here, bronze, is a 10. Our second stand, green, is a 2. And our third stand, silver, is a 54. All right, so 10, 2, and 54. So there's your angel numbers for this reading. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate every single one of you. If you can give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, leave us comments. All those things are super important to us. They help the channel out a lot, and we very much appreciate it. You can also check us out over on TikTok, Patreon, and Facebook. I haven't done much on Facebook lately, but we're trying to get that going too. But I don't know a lot about Facebook, so it's very confusing to me. But I just never have really gotten into that. But we'll get there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate every one of you, and we'll see you again in future readings. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading of Messages from Archangel Michael. And you guys chose the fairy with the purple dress here. We're going to move over to the side. Remember, we have pre-picked charms that were randomly picked, so we're going to do those a little later. We've got our tarot cards here we're going to look at. We got oracle spheres, so you can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. And we also have angel numbers. We're going to pick 3 different angel numbers so that Archangel Michael might impart some extra messages to you through that medium. So we're going to do all of those things today, and we're going to take a look. Now, those of you who chose this pile, I did say that pile 1 and 2 might have been connected. I'm not sure. I just know when I was picking cards for pile 1, a lot of cards for pile 2 came out at the same time, so their energies seem to be connected a little bit. So if you felt like watching the other pile, or if you're having trouble deciding, that might be something for you to think about doing. I don't know. Maybe once I look at this reading, I'll see how they were connected, if they were. But I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys and let you know. All right, let's see what we've got going here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, okay, the Magician, okay, interesting, the Fool card, okay, the King of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles again. Okay. Well, the readings both have to do with manifesting and abundance, so they are related in that way. Otherwise, the readings are somewhat different, so maybe some of you need some messages in both, maybe some of you don't. So let's take a look here. First of all, what Archangel Michael wants you to think about and do, first of all, is you need to rely on your community and your friends. Okay? Also, creativity is playing a role here somehow. Or an apprenticeship, or learning, or I'm trying to think. This really is a community-based thing. This really is friends, having friends support you, friends work with you, and so forth. This reading is really hinged on that a lot. But it does have to do with your financial success and your abundance and getting things in your life that you would like to have. Now, we do have the Fool card here, and I do feel like there might be a leap that you need to take. And you might be reluctant to do so, or afraid to do so, because you're protecting yourself from past harms and other things like that. And you're kind of in that mode. where, you know, it's hard for you to trust, it's hard for you to leap. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think you need to trust more. Take that leap of, okay, you know, I've had trouble in the past. I've had issues. People have done me wrong. People have screwed me over. It's really hard for me to trust people. It's really hard for me to believe in people, and that kind of thing. And I can see that. I can see that that's an issue, and boy, I understand it. But Michael wants you to relax that. Go ahead and take the leap. Go ahead and believe in some people in your community. Go ahead and, you know, believe in the people that are offering things to you or helping out, because they're going to help you manifest some things that you want. They're going to help you bring forward the things that you want in your life, but you've got to trust them, and you have to take that leap that Michael wants you to take. And it's a big one. It's a rough one. It's one that, you know, I get the idea. It's almost a leap of faith in that you might not see what's underneath you. Like you need to take this journey from one place to another, but you may not see what you're walking on to get across. You may not see the bridge. You may not. You just have to trust that you're going to get across and that everything's going to be okay. And that's what Michael wants you to do and wants you to know. They're going to help you bring forth what you want. You know, have some clarity, have some thoughts. You know, the King of Swords, he's kind of a rough character in a way. He's very stern. He knows a lot about what's going on in the world, and so he doesn't really cut people any slack. And he's, you know, very knowledgeable. He's, you know, very intelligent. And so forth. And I feel like that's kind of representing you in this reading, in that you've got some worldly knowledge, you have some things, and you really don't want to cut anybody any slack, and you really don't, you know, you're tough as nails kind of energy, and that's okay. That's a good energy to have, but it's also important. One of the things the King of Swords also has is good clarity about what is going on. He has good knowledge. You know, the sword's energy really can cut through a lot of what's happening if you don't let it settle. A lot of the sword's energy, a lot of the, you know, numbered cards and stuff in the swords can lead to misconceptions, worries, I'm trying to think, other things happening that make you feel like things are out of control, or like you're trapped, or like there's a lot of things not going your way, or a lot of this word's energy can do that. But the king, he's already gone through all that. He already knows all that. He's got reason, logic, authority. He's disciplined. He's, you know, got all this other stuff going for him. And so for you having that, that means you can kind of cut through a lot of these other issues. You can get through a lot of those mind games that our mind likes to play with us and do tricks on us, okay? So remember that. Try to remember, yes, what you've learned, but also knowing that not everything is always like that. All right? Let's go ahead and look at your charms. Let's see if there's another message here. They're kind of all in some sand here. Let's see if we can get a lot of the sand out of the way and see what actual charms we got going here. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do this. I think I'll just pick these up real fast and get rid of the sand. Woohoo! We will be getting rid of the sand motif by the end of the month, but I love having it in the middle of the summer here, because it brings forth so much, you know, nice, beautiful energy of relaxing by the water and the beach, and washing away bad things, and just, you know, the sun shining on us, and all those good thoughts and good feelings that we can have. And so I like doing this motif in the middle. Well, you guys have a lot of charms here. Okay. All right, let's get rid of the sand. Now let's take a look at what we got. All right. We got the Aquarius symbol. We got the believe and protected and love. Goodness. And follow your heart. And wow, lots of the wordy messages here. And namaste. Okay. So, it's interesting how you got the Aquarius symbol, because we were talking about relying on friends and other people, and that is something the Aquarians, you know, they're always talking about friends and friendship and humanity and people around them and so forth, and that is definitely something for you to take in mind here, and you know, do that. Relying on your friends is very, very important here. I just, you know, want you to realize that. We also have a number 6. The 6 is being in service to others. It also deals with community as well, but it deals with it in such a way that people that have like number 6s in their readings, like for their, you know, special numbers in their life, often will be people that they're the nurturers, the servants, or protectors. They're unbiased, which kind of goes along with your King of Swords as well. So think about how that resonates with you and what you think about that, because I think that that's something going on there. We also have a heart here. We have lots of hearts, lots of love, lots of community going on here. You know, I love you. You need to, you know, pull together with other people and so forth. It's interesting how we have Santa Claus and Rudolph. Those indicate to me, they could indicate Christmas time. So something important might happen around Christmas or whatever, but they also, with your reading going the way it is, I think you need to, because we also have a reindeer. Oh my goodness, a lot of that energy going on. I believe that you need to, because we do have the believe up there, that you need to believe that you are protected, that you can have your wishes come true, that things can work out for you. You need to have that belief. That's very important that you have that. And we talked about that earlier with the cards as well. But the fantasy stuff going on with Christmas time and children and believing in magic and magical things and you know, getting the things that you want to receive and that kind of thing is a really important energy for your reading. We have a lot of powerful cards over here. We have the King of Cups. We have the Queen of Diamonds again, which you have 3 of those. It's extremely important that you have the Queen of Diamonds because it showed up 3 times in your reading. That is like, wow. She's very generous and caring. It goes along with your 6 really well. She has good business sense, by the way. So maybe somebody in your life will help you along with your finances or your goals or other things like that. She's also very luxurious and getting a lot of luxury. So I feel like that is something moving forward in your life as well. You also have the Queen of Cups. So you have the Queen and King of Cups. So that's good emotional stability. Getting a lot that you want going on there. And we also have the Queen of Swords. And she goes really well with the King of Swords that you had earlier. So you have really, really good energy there of knowing what's right and wrong. Being able to cut through things. Dealing with that kind of stuff. We also have the bone, which represents strength. And then we also have the tennis rackets, which once again is relying on others. You can't play tennis by yourself. So, you know, you need other people to help move things along. And I think that's really important for you guys' reading, for you guys to know, because that showed up so much in the cards. All right, let's move on to your Oracle spheres. This is where you can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. We have 4 stands. We have purple, blue, bronze, and gold. You decide which one you'd like to get your answer on. You think of a yes or no question, and then here we go. Oh, first one already. Number 1, blue is or purple, I'm sorry, is a not now. Oops. Where did it go? There it is. Number 2, blue is a no. Wow, these are popping up crazy fast for you guys. Number 3, bronze is a not now. And the number 4, gold. Goodness. Is a maybe. All right, so we have a not now, a no, a not now, and a maybe. So there's your oracle straight answers. All right, let's go on to our angel numbers. We have 3 stands this time we're using for those. You pick a stand, bronze, green, or silver. It would be best if you only picked 1 stand, but if you feel compelled to do more than 1, you can. Basically, once you get your number, if you go out to the internet and type in angel number or whatever it happens to be, you'll find out what the message or what that number is pertaining to, so you would know a little bit more about what Archangel Michael would like you to look into. Or we also have links in the description to websites that will help you out with that. All right, so let's take a look here. Number 1, bronze, is a 50. Number 2, green, is 13. And number 3, silver, is a 20. So we have 15, 13, and 20. So there's your angel numbers for today. Thank you so much for being here for this reading. Hopefully it was useful to you. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave us comments in the comment section. All of those things are super important to us and they help the channel out greatly. And we'd love for you guys to do those things. We look forward to seeing you in other videos. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading with messages from Archangel Michael. You guys chose the angel with the red dress here. We're going to move her over to the side. And we have your pre-picked random charms over here we'll look at here in a little bit. We've got our tarot cards to get our messages from, and then we also will do oracle spheres, so you can think of a yes or no question you get an answer to. And then we're also going to do angel numbers. We're going to pick 3 different numbers, and you pick a stand for your numbers on that to find out what other topics or messages that Archangel Michael might want you to pay attention to. All right, so let's see what your messages are today. All right, we've got the High Priest. We got the 8 of Cups. We got the High Priestess. The 4 of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. The 9 of Cups. And the 10 of Pentacles. All right. You are on your way to finishing up a section of your life, a project or a phase that you were in. Basically, you've learned a lot about certain things. And you've learned enough that it's time to move on to the next adventure, the next section, the next part of your life, the next phase. Okay, you have learned a lot. You need to move on to the learning stage of the next phase. Basically, this is a time in your life when some fated things are happening. Some things, I mean, we do have good free will, and we can change how our lives happen, but there are some things in our lives that kind of help tug us certain ways, and they're fated things. They're things that maybe our decisions might change how they crop up, or how they manifest, or what happens in them. So we do have the free will that will change our lives up from that point of view. But there are certain things that fate is bringing into our lives to help direct us, help move us along, help wash us a certain way. And you're at that phase now where a few fated things are going to happen to you that will help direct you towards the next phase of your life. That will help move you along, because you are really at a completion area. You're really at a time where moving on and things kind of flowing in a different way, or flowing towards something different or new, or a level up maybe, is where you're at. Okay. Um, this is a spiritual thing. This is a, that's why I said fated. That's why I put that in there, because the things that are getting ready to happen, the things that are working in your life right now, are to help tug you and help drift you in a certain way. Okay? To help put you where the universe would like for you to be to move on to the next phase. If that makes any sense at all. I know I'm not making it very clear, but basically you have run a certain course. We go through different sections of our lives. We go through different areas where we're meant to learn certain things or do certain things or experience certain things. And then once that phase is done, we go into a new phase. We go into we kind of graduate from that level and we move forward to a different level of our lives, and different things are important to us. Different things happen, different things are going on. It's almost like moving on from high school to college, or college to, the real world or the rest of life, or some of those types of transitions. It's sort of like that, where, we're moving from one phase, one section, one way of our lives happening to a new way. Okay? So you guys are in that phase right now. Michael is letting you know that that's happening, that this is, you're getting ready to move on and change, and a lot of change is going to happen. And just kind of let it go. Let it happen. Let it, it's time for this to happen. It's not like, it shouldn't be super painful or difficult for you. It is different, and that sometimes can be difficult, but mostly it's just, if you let things happen the way they do and just kind of go with it, it'll be a lot easier for you. Okay, let's move on to our charms. Let's see how else. You guys actually didn't have all that many charms that came out compared to others, but you do have some here. So let's see. Let's pick them out here and get rid of the sand. Yeah, you really didn't have very many. Okay. All right, so very, very little. We have being brave, we have family, we have the dragon, which is a powerful fire energy. We have the 4, which is a good foundational energy. We have the star and the moon. We have an E, which could be initial or mean something else. And then we also have the 5 of Wands again. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. And we also have the 4 here. So basically you're building a new foundation. The 4s are a good foundational energy. They're also a good home energy. You might be building a home right now, or relying on your mother or your, ancestral home in that way. But you are building a new foundation, possibly a new home, possibly moving to a new home, or a new way of dealing with things in your home. But you're definitely building a new foundation to work on. And that is important, because you are moving on to a new phase of your life, and having a really good foundation to work from is important. And I think that's something Archangel Michael wants you to realize and to think about, that you need to build this foundation. You need to be brave and also rely on your family, because the 4 is a good family-oriented number. It's the 4th house in astrology, deals with, your mother and your home and where you live, real estate, things like that. So, think about those things. You also have the star and the moon. And we have the high priestess and the high priest. And so to me, we also have the stars and the moon and the 8 of Cups cards here too. And to me, that means, once again, it's the fated things in the universe. It's going along with what is supposed to happen in your life, or it's almost like the transits of the planets will cause certain things to happen in your life when they pass over certain areas of your birth chart. And sometimes it's more significant than others. And right now things are going to be significant. Okay, so that's what Michael wants you to know, is that these transits, these other things, these fated things are significant. They're things that are supposed to happen. They're things that you're supposed to experience. They're things that will help you move on to the next level. And you need to be brave while you're going through these things, because change is very difficult, and or can be if we let it be. It doesn't have to be difficult. Change can be a very wonderful, good, cool thing. And that's kind of where Michael is at on this. He's like, hey, this is a wonderful, cool thing. Realize that and go with it. Okay? So that's the energy that the reading is in. You know, about building a new foundation, moving on to the new phase, and all of that happening. So, and all the faded thing, just realize that this is supposed to happen in your life. The things getting ready to happen are supposed to. And knowing that will help you deal with them and help you move forward in such a way that you'll deal with it a lot better and be a lot happier and be able to move forward a lot better. That's basically the message here. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your oracle spheres. We have 4 different stands. We have purple, blue, bronze, and gold. You decide which one you'd like to get your answer on. You think of your yes or no question, and then we go get your answers. All right, so number 1, purple. Is a not sure. Number 2, blue, is a yes. Number 3, bronze, is a yes. And the number 4, gold, is a not likely. So we have a not sure, a yes, and a not likely. So there's your oracle sphere answers for today. Let's look at your angel numbers. We have 3 different stands. We have bronze, green, and silver. It is a good idea this time to pick just one. Normally with the angel numbers, I say it's okay to pick more than one in it, and if you feel compelled to do so, go ahead. But basically, in this one, Archangel Michael has specific things that they want you to pay attention to or work on, and the numbers will help represent that. So when you get your number on your stand, if you go out to the internet and type in angel number or whatever, you'll find out the meaning of that specific number and give you an idea of what Michael would like you to look at. We also have links in the description that will lead you to the couple websites that will help out with that as well. All right, so number 1, bronze, is a 22. Oh, wow, that's a good building manifestation number. It's also, it's a master number. Okay, number 2, green's 13. Well, that showed up in another reading. Usually the numbers don't overlap like that. And number 3, silver, is a 55. So we have 22, 13, and 55. So there's your oracle sphere numbers, or your angel numbers for today. Thank you so much for being here for the reading. I really hope there's some messages that were useful to you and that you could do something with. Please remember to give the channel a thumbs up, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and family, leave us comments, do all of those wonderful things for us, and they help us out greatly. We very much appreciate that. We're moving forward in our subscriptions, and thank you for helping us with that. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.